Today's Money Watch. Is renting or buying a better financial bet? Well, it turns out right here in Central Florida, buying a house can save you big time money right now. Real estate website Trulia.com did a study and found that buying a home here is up to 60% cheaper than renting. Rising mortgage rates and home prices have narrowed the gap just a little bit recently. But joining us now to talk more about it, Heather Unger from Lemon Tree Realty. Heather, always good to see you.
Good to see you too.
All right, big change from what our mind is always, or what people have always told us.
Right.
That hey, if you want to rent, it's cheaper. Not the case now. Why is that?
It's not the case. The interest rates are really low right now, and the home prices have deflated so much that now the price for a monthly mortgage is cheaper than renting most houses.
But a lot of people hear that story and say, that's great. Lost my home a few years ago to short sale. Are they in any better position now than they were a few years ago?
Okay. There's actually some hard money lenders out there right now who are willing to lend money to those people, so they actually can get loans out there. Now, they're going to pay a much higher interest rate, but if you want to actually purchase a home, that's a great way to get into a home, and then in a few years you can refinance.
I think the big term in mortgage and real estate we're going to be hearing more and more about is these so-called rebounders. People who lost the home because now it's been 4 years, and like you said, sometimes they're starting to get loans again. That's gonna really impact the market, don't you think, when these people are able to buy?
Oh yeah, definitely. There's a larger buyer pool out there that once they're able to buy and they're going to be able to get into these houses. It's going to open up some things. It possibly can affect the rental market too, because now they're no longer renting and there's going to be a little bit of inventory there. But
so it could go down.
Theoretically, but I don't know that it will go down that much.
All right, what are some of the other things people need to keep in mind when you're thinking renting versus owning? Because there are some hidden costs, of course, in both. What about owning?
Right, so if you're going to purchase a home, you have your upfront fees. You're going to have your down payment, your closing costs, your appraisal and insurance fees. So there's a few upfront costs, plus you have to now maintain the property. So that's all out-of-pocket expenses that you wouldn't have if you're renting.
And a lot of places in Central Florida, HOAs as well.
Yes, it's true, and that can be quite an expense.
What are you seeing a reduction in the amount of down that people are having to put? Because there for a while it was 20%. That was the hard line. Have they relaxed that at all or no?
For FHA, it's 3.5%, but a lot of conventional loans now are doing 5% down, and they'll let you gift a lot of that money from somebody else, say a parent, a family member, whoever wants to give you some money for a down payment on a house. But so you can still get in with very little money down now.
Does it concern you that we're seemingly going down the same track we did the first time? Where now we're seeing, houses up $100,000 after a year or two.
Yeah.
Money's getting easier again. That concerns me.
It's still, they're starting to tighten the debt-to-income ratios. They're starting to tighten some of the stuff on the back end with the mortgages. So I don't think we'll go quite down the same rabbit hole. And I think that the prices will start slowly leveling off as inventory starts to come back up.
So if people are renting right now and they say, wow, I would like to buy something, get a little equity, what kind of obstacles are they facing right now? Anything that's popping up in your business that maybe the rest of us aren't seeing?
It's just you need to have some cash. You need to have a little bit of cash in your pocket, in the bank. And then also you need to not have a lot of debt in your not a lot of car payments, credit cards, pay all that stuff down. That's usually the biggest.
It's a catch-22 you're talking about, though. Save money, but also pay down debt. That's tough.
Yeah.
More? Okay, hold on, baby.
But, it's what you got to do to get a loan right now if you want to buy a house. But in the long term, that's what buying a house is a long-term investment, and it'll pay off in the end.
Always good to see you.
Thank you.
What's your website in case people want to check you out?
It's lemontreerealty.com.
All right.